Okay, the fifth and final video of our muscle up progression. This one is about putting it all together. So if you have done the position work, the pulling strength, the dip strength, the turnover drills, if you've done all that stuff, you know how to use your hips, you know how to dip out of the bottom of that muscle up, this is gonna be fairly easy for you. In my opinion, your first ring muscle up should be beautiful. If you're flailing around, you probably missed a step. So if you follow this progression and you're confident in your abilities to do all these separate pieces, you should be able to put it together pretty easily. A few things to note. When you're on the rings, your swing needs to be very tight and controlled. You don't need to swing a bunch of times to get into your first muscle up. One or two back and forth and you should be good to go. So make sure you're maintaining those hollow and arch positions, keeping your legs as long as possible. Huge mistake I see is this big leg kick. You're breaking at the knees, breaking at the hips. Every time you break at the joint, you're losing a lot of power. So try to keep everything nice and straight. We're gonna get into good, big swings. I would practice that a lot, going back and forth on the rings before you ever even try to go up into the muscle up. Once you have your swing ready, you're gonna come through, use that hip thrust just like we did on the box, and then that's gonna help you get over the rings. The goal here is to pull down into your midsection and get over the rings, rather than pulling up and trying to find your way over the rings from a pull-up position. That's not gonna work. You need to pull the rings down towards your ribs, towards your torso, so that you can maneuver yourself around the rings. Remember that when you're getting up there, and don't pull too soon. So when you're coming forward on that swing, hips are getting up towards the ceiling, trying to get your body parallel to the ground and the ceiling. So we're nice and horizontal. At that point, all you have to do is pivot around the rings. So once you get your first muscle up, what do? You go for two. The best way to do that is once you get up out of the dip, and we can use that momentum coming over the rings to get you out of your dip, so you don't always have to do just a strict ring dip. But once you've got back into locked position, we're gonna recline, drop back with the arms out front and the legs down and in front. And that's gonna return us right to our next swing and put us in position for a second muscle up. When you're first doing muscle ups, it's natural for your shoulders to get fatigued really fast. So start with singles. If you get consistent singles, do them as an EMOM. Do maybe 10 minutes with 1 rep on the minute. When you get comfortable with that, start stringing them together. You can do 2 reps on the minute. Once you get better at that, you just build up the volume. The more you do it, the more volume you can handle. But at first, you're not gonna be able to do a ton of muscle ups at once. So just remember that, start slow. When you're just starting to get muscle ups, don't try to do them every day. Do them on Monday, try a few. If you start failing, let it go. Wait till Wednesday or Thursday before you pick back up and try them again. You don't want to get burnt out, put yourself in bad positions, or potentially injure yourself. So if you have any questions, please email us or comment on the blog. We'd love to help you any way we can. Hopefully you find this to be really helpful, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.